YouTube, how are we doing today, guys? Today we have a burst fade with curls on top. Guys, this one came out pretty clean. Hope you guys stay till the end because we drop a lot of gems in this one. And to start off the fade, how we usually do, guys, just some clipper over comb to set in our shape. And you can see how we're going in this burst effect right here. Just kind of following the shape of the previous haircut we've been doing, which is the burst fade. We just want to make sure all that bulk is kind of connected into the side. And then, guys, we are going to start off with our magic clips, clipper closed. Switched it up for this one just because I have not used the magic clips in so long, so this is like nostalgia right here. And we're just setting that in. As you can see, we're kind of setting it in a round motion right there. Then we will follow it up with our trimmers. And guys, so we're gonna set every guideline in this same shape, this same round shape right here. So we're just kind of balding out now, making sure that is baby smooth. And I'm still being light, super light. We don't want to make any harsh guidelines. Just kind of flicking out. And then we will get into our shavers. And we're just going to bald it out completely, making sure there is no hair left, just completely down to stubble. And guys, this is a transformation, honestly. This client's hair is so thick, it is literally like a carpet. And now we have the clipper open, and we're just setting in our first guideline, about an inch, and we are still setting it in that rainbow like shape, as you guys can see. And as you guys can see right here, his hair right here towards the neck, it grows backwards. So you're gonna be able to see how I turn my clipper to kind of get that cut. But right now we're just going halfway, and we're just moving down this section, and then we're going all the way closed. And guys, this first section right here blends out pretty easy on his hair. As you can see, it's already looks blended, and we haven't done much detailing. But we are just closed, guys, and we're just kind of knocking this line out. And then we will just, like I always say, lever play. And what lever play really means is just kind of moving the lever from open to a quarter to halfway to 3/4, just wherever we have to be to get any dark spots out or any lines out. And we're just using our corners, making sure we are getting this section completely done before we move on. And now we are going to get into the number 1 guard, and we are going to follow the same shape. Very important, especially with this haircut, because we want that burst to pop. And we're setting this about an inch wide, just like we did with our last one. And you can see, guys, right here how I turned the clipper, and that is because his hair grows so weird on his neck. And we're just flicking out, not really trying to blend into that bulk on top yet. As you guys can see, the shape is kind of crazy right now. Sometimes I have trouble cutting his hair, just because his growth pattern is so weird, and his hair is so thick. Like I kid you not, guys, it's like a dog or something, I don't know. And then we are going to get into the half guard, guys, and we are going to work open to close like we usually do, being very light. And I'm just doing exactly what I did with the one. Really, I'm just kind of going all the way up to the top of that section and then working down. The reason I don't really do the one close after I do the one open, I just feel like there's no point. I feel like it really doesn't do much to me personally, and you're gonna have to hit it with the half guard anyways to get the line out. So why not just switch guards and kill time. And then we're just kind of lever playing, guys. Like I said, per usual, just halfway, then close. And then I think it was around this time that I noticed that the lever was loose on this clipper. So this whole time when it was open, it was just slowly closing up. So I was like so confused on why it was like cutting a little closer than I thought it was. And that was why, so I ended up switching the clipper. But you guys can see right here, I'm just doing a lot of detail work in this section. Probably because the lever kept closing up on me. But we're just using our corners right here. And then being very light, as you guys can see. Making sure this section is pretty clean before I move on. Guys, I like to do that all the time. Making sure this section is very clean. And all the hair is even, and the guideline is done, and all the lines are out before we move on. Just makes things easier. You guys can see how I turn the clipper right there, just because his hair is growing backwards again. And now to get into the third guideline, we have our 1.5, and we are going to blend into the top of this right here. And it is sitting pretty heavy. And again, I know I kept saying it, but his hair is really thick, so my clipper over comb like would barely feed the hair through. But here I had to switch clippers just because that's when I found out like, why is this clipper doing this? So we just switched back to the ergos, and we are same steps, just open. And then we're going to close it little by little, just to soften this line up. And you can see right here, I have to just go the whole other direction from his hair. And guys, you'll have to do that on a lot of people's hair. Nobody's hair grows the same. Everyone's hair grows different. It's almost non-existent to find somebody whose hair grows the same all the way around the head. But anyways, we are gonna put on the one guard, and now we are open, and we are going to soften up this bottom line, and then we are going to close little by little and knock it all the way out. And yeah, guys, really the one guard for me is I would say my detail clipper. My detail guard. I feel like this section is where most of my detailing is. Just kind of trying to make that fade pop. And you can see how I'm really using my corners, especially when I get up into that higher area right there. Very important. If I would use my flat blade, that would be a no-no. That would create a line that we did not want, and then we would have to raise the fade even more. Just trying to blend this back out right here, and making sure that we keep this fade consistent, you know, with this burst. And then just to get into the beard, just a quick lineup, and just to show you guys how to straight razor a beard real quick, and how to shape a beard. So we're just kind of freehand. I don't really use the guards. You can, it does make it quicker, but I just feel like it's better to sculpt just freehanding. I feel like you have a lot more control. And then we're just gonna tap up the back right here, as you guys can see. Just very light, making sure we're following the natural growth of the way his beard is. You can see I didn't cut it straight down, I just cut it kind of back at an angle, just because his face is a little more round, so I just wanted to, you know, shape his beard a little more to his face instead of cutting it straight down. And then now we're just kind of just getting the straggles, really, you know. I mean, it's not too much just shaping the beard, really. It's just kind of getting all the loose hairs. Most people don't want any length off, you know, if they're growing their beard out, you know. So that's what we're just kind of doing here, just a little clean up, little shape up, nothing crazy. Just carving things out. Make sure we just keep combing through because hair is going to stick out. And now to get into the razor, guys, we are going to stretch the skin And you guys can see I have the blade pretty flat, and we're just wiggling it, guys. You don't want to, you don't want to move too fast, or just go straight down. Otherwise, you might pull a hair or something like that. So we're just kind of wiggling a little bit, making sure we get that beard to pop. And I am dry shaving on him, only because he doesn't really need the gel. I know it might look like he needs it because his face is red, but that's just how he is. His face is always red. I mean, you guys can see his ears. He's just red. It's not me. So yeah, we're just finishing up the razor. Just thought I'd show you guys how I do beards real quick. I mean, it's nothing crazy. I do the same thing all the time, just kind of freehanded. Then to get into the back, to get this this V that we're doing in the back, because we're doing a V instead of like rounded. As you guys can see, we just start on one side, and we are going to just tap and trace it all the way to I'd say like somewhere to the middle of his ear is where we're gonna end off. And we don't want the back too bulky or anything. I'm just I'm not a big fan of that, so I just suggested for him, we kind of just trim it down a little bit. And you guys can see I'm combing through, just making sure the hair is laying flat when we do this. That way we don't miss any hair. And then to get into the other side, we are going to do the same thing. If you might feel like you might take one side higher by accident, just start lower on this side. Do one side, start lower, step back, look at it, make sure it's the same. You guys can see these are hitters, with no irritation. I love these clippers. I love these. I love these trimmers. They just hit. These were my go-to. And we're just making this come to a V. This is kind of what we did for the last haircut. That's why there's not too much in depth to this tutorial, just because we've done this before. And now to get into the styling process, guys. As in all my videos, if you haven't heard it enough, the same thing, the same 3 ingredients: water, sea salt spray, a putty, paste, clay, whatever you want to do. Blow dry it through, finish it with some styling powder. And I think I've already put the clay in. I think I might have forgot to get it right here, or maybe I didn't. No, it should just still be, this should be the sea salt spray right here. No, it is the clay, yep. So we're just rubbing the clay through his hair right here. You guys can see that burst fade is kind of popping right now. And we're just trying to make sure this is fully saturated in his hair. And then we are going to use our diffuser just to scrunch, as you guys can see right there. And I'm kind of rotating around just to get them curls to pop. Really scrunching. You guys can see this haircut came out pretty clean. I can't lie, I was impressed with this one. Kind of impressed myself. But hope you guys like. Make sure you comment, subscribe, share. And yeah, peace out.